Hi students, welcome to the second experiment in Design and Analysis of Algorithms Laboratory. Our second experiment consists of two portions. The first A portion, 2A subpart is about the categories of three different classes with superclass concepts. It shows the inheritance theory concepts of object-oriented programming systems. So the question is, design a superclass called staff. With the details, if you take one staff, it has the common properties of its ID, his or her name, phone number and salary. Now, this class is in depth, it is divided into three concepts of teaching staff, technical staff and contract staff. So these three different sub classes are separately written with its own, apart from the common characteristics, common parameters. Each category of staff is also having its own specific parameters of its domain, publications for teaching, skills for technical, years of period for contract. Like that, the specific parameters also mentioned in this extension of this general class. So here staff is a superclass, teaching, technical, contract are the three different subclasses. In this way, we need to make one structure having one superclass with three subclasses. Then we need to have the read and display of methods of displaying the three different staffs objects of three categories. So we need to show minimum 3 data for each categories. So this is the question given here. So we'll go for the implementation. From the question we understand that staff is a superclass. First subclass is teaching, second one is technical, third one is contract. Let us write the first base class. Base class which starts with the name of S is capital in name of S, staff. When you take staff, it has 4 important parameters as string as staff ID, name as string, phone as long number and salary as integer. Now coming on its construction, this constructor is having the parameterized constructor of mentioning the first parameter as ID, second parameter as name, third parameter as phone and fourth parameter as salary. So these parameters are respectively assigned and it is assigned in the corresponding members of staff ID, name, phone and salary. Now the construction is not done. Next portion is to display its elements. In order to display its elements, we need to have system.out.println. It should be displayed in a table way. So we cannot use println statement. We should only use print here. So system.out.print of staff ID by giving the 2 tabs as a gap between the each elements. So staff ID and name will be having 2 tabs and then name and phone number will be having 2 tabs gap and phone and salary will be having 2 tabs space sizes. Like this it will differ. Now the superclass of staff is written. Now we move on to the first staff subclass called as teaching. For that the class keyword is used, class teaching, which extends staff. So we know the meaning of extends. Extends is a keyword which will tell about the inheritance concepts. So before the extends, this is a subclass and after the extends it is a superclass. So according to this example, staff is a superclass and teaching is a subclass. So now the subclass is started. So coming on to its specific parameters, domain. Domain is its first parameter and number of publications is another parameter. So domain consists of some alphabets and characteristics, since that is what it is declared as string, and number of publication is only a count, so it is declared as integer. Now coming on its own construction part, that constructor is having its general parameters also. So the general parameters are nothing but the 4 important parameters in the superclass called as staff. So first parameter is staff ID, name, phone and salary. Along with these four first basic characteristics, then domain and number of publications is also added. Now using superclass staff ID, name, phone, salary, the constructor is called. So it will be assigned its proper, this operator, using this operator it is properly assigned. Then the fifth parameter is domain, the sixth parameter is number of publication. Now it is added separately. This is about the first subclass. Second, using the void display method, using super keyword, display function, display method from superclass is called, that will display only the first four parameters. Right? First four parameters are ID, name, phone number and salary. In order to display its specific parameter as domain and NOP, number of publication, again using system.out.print of domain and number of publications are made. The second subclass is technical. As we know that technical also it takes the form of superclasses with the first four parameters. The fifth one is its skills. So skills is separately added in its constructor and also in its display using the system.out.print method. Then the third class is a contract class which also extends the superclass. So it has only one parameter. It is also added in the constructor. It takes a separate statement of assigning its values to the period. It is an integer value because it mentions the number of years of durations. Then in display also it take up the same format of its previous superclasses. Then to display its period value only, it takes system.out.print. Coming on to its main class. This class is the main class. So this class is the main class which implements these inheritance concepts. So now we can start doing the main method. In the main method, first teaching object is T1, second teaching object is T2, third teaching object is T3. So when you take teaching, it takes first four parameter as a primary factor of its staff. Then fifth one is its domain, computer science or IS or ECE. Then sixth one is its number of publication. So similarly, when you take technical class also, the object is first class object is TE1. So first four parameters are the common parameter. Fifth one is its mentioning its skill. So first person is having skilled with C, second person will be skilled with C++, and third person is skilled with Java, like that. Then move on to the third type. Contract class is having the objects of C1, C2 and C3. Right? So here also the first four parameters are the common parameter. The last one, fifth parameter is about number of years of period. So here it mentioned as 2, 3 and 4. Likewise, the corresponding constructors of subclasses are created. Now, the next purpose is to call the display. For each subclasses, we need to make the tables as in proper heading. So, for that, we are using println method of first its ID, then by giving two tabs as a gap, name, phone number, and then salary. These are four common parameters. Then domain and number of publications for teaching class. Then similarly, skills is added in the technical staff. Then period is added in the contract staff. Right? I hope so. This is understandable. We will move on to its implementation. So this, as you know that how to create a new class in a Eclipse environment. First you select this package folder, go to new, go to class, give the name of the class. Since I have already typed and executed, so I gave for this experiment as experiment EXP2A. I selected the public static void main. So we by selecting and by finishing the class, one new class template will be created. In that I typed the coding. So this is the coding for the second experiment. Now I am going to execute this program. Right. 2A only we need to select. So now I am selecting 2A experiment. I am going to execute. See here, it is nicely displayed with its elements. The first element is the teaching staff details along with its ID, name, phone number, salary, domain and number of publications. So for each field, the complete 2 tabs is given as a gap for these elements. So likewise it is separated. Similarly, for the technical staff details also, it is nicely displayed in table by giving enough space between the 2 fields. Right? I hope so this video is useful. I will catch you in the next second experiment B part in the next video. Thank you.